Imagine you're an old man walking through a cemetery filled with white crosses. You stop at one, your family gathered behind you, and you collapse, overcome with memories. This is how Saving Private Ryan begins, flashing us back to one of the most brutal and defining moments of World War II. The D-Day landing on Omaha Beach, June 6, 1944. What follows is 24 minutes of pure, unvarnished chaos. We're thrown into the water with Captain John Miller, played by Tom Hanks, and his men of the 2nd Ranger Battalion. The sound is deafening, bullets whizzing past, explosions erupting, men screaming. The water turns red. The beach is a hellscape of death and destruction. It's not heroic in a glamorous way. It's terrifying, visceral, and gut-wrenching. Through sheer grit and Miller's leadership, a small group of soldiers manages to break through the German defenses and secure a foothold on the beach. It's a victory, but the cost is staggering. Shortly after this battle, back in the United States, a somber discovery is made at the War Department. 3 brothers from the Ryan family have all been killed in action within a short period. A 4th brother, Private James Francis Ryan, a paratrooper with the 101st Airborne Division, is missing in action somewhere in Normandy. To prevent the family from losing all their sons, the Army Chief of Staff, General George Marshall, issues a special order. A mission is to be mounted to find Private Ryan and bring him home. This daunting task falls to Captain Miller. He's ordered to assemble a squad from his company to go behind enemy lines and find one single soldier amidst the chaos of post-invasion France. Miller selects a team of his most trusted men, the tough and loyal Sergeant Horvath, the cynical, street-smart Private Ryan from Brooklyn, the religious Southerner, Private Jackson, who is a deadly sniper, the gentle medic, Wade, the Jewish Private Mellish, and the Italian-American Caparzo. To this battle-hardened group is added a newcomer, Corporal Apam, a cartographer and translator who has never seen combat. He represents us, the audience, naive and terrified, thrust into the grim reality of war. Their journey begins immediately, and it's fraught with danger and moral ambiguity. The men question the logic of the mission. Why risk the lives of 8 men to save just one? Is one man's life more valuable than theirs? This tension, especially from Private Ryan, simmers just below the surface throughout their trek across the war-torn French countryside. Their first stop is Neuville, a town still contested by German forces. Here, the squad suffers its first casualty. Private Caparzo, seeing a French family in a bombed-out building, tries to help their little girl. Against Miller's orders, he breaks cover and is shot by a German sniper. As he lies dying in the rain, clutching a letter to his father, the squad can only watch helplessly. The sniper, Jackson, coolly dispatches the German shooter, but the loss is a brutal reminder of the mission's cost. It also highlights the conflict between humanity and the cold necessities of survival in war. Pressing on, they encounter a group of American soldiers from a different unit. Here they find a soldier named Ryan, but it's the wrong one, James Frederick Ryan. It's a moment of false hope, quickly dashed. They continue their search, the landscape littered with the wreckage of gliders and the bodies of fallen paratroopers. The scale of the invasion's aftermath is immense. One of the film's most intense and difficult scenes takes place in the ruins of a French village. The squad stumbles upon a German machine gun nest. Miller decides they can't just bypass it. They have to take it out. The assault is successful, but it comes at a terrible price. Their medic, Wade, is fatally wounded. As he lies dying, calling for his mother, the men are devastated. His death is slow and agonizing, and it pushes the squad to its breaking point. Enraged and grief-stricken, the men capture a lone German survivor from the gun nest. Ryan is ready to execute him on the spot. Mellish agrees. But Upham, the idealistic interpreter, pleads for the man's life, arguing it's against the rules of war. Captain Miller, the calm leader, finally snaps. His hands tremble uncontrollably, a sign of the immense psychological toll the war has taken on him. He diffuses the standoff, not with authority, but by revealing a piece of his own life for the first time. He tells them he's a schoolteacher from Pennsylvania, a simple man who just wants to finish this war and go home to his wife. This moment of vulnerability reestablishes his authority and humanizes him to his men. He makes the controversial decision to let the German soldier go, blindfolding him and ordering him to surrender to the next Allied patrol he finds. This decision will come back to haunt them. Enraged by this, Ryan declares he's quitting the mission, leading to a tense confrontation with Sergeant Horvath, but Miller's confession ultimately convinces him to stay. The depleted squad finally gets a solid lead. A friend of Ryan's, wounded in a field hospital, tells them that Ryan is defending a strategically important bridge over the Murderate River in the town of Ramel. When they arrive, they finally find him. James Ryan, played by Matt Damon, is a young, unassuming soldier, completely unaware of his brother's deaths or the mission to save him. When Miller tells Ryan the news and that he's going home, Ryan's reaction is not what they expect. He is devastated by the loss of his brothers, but he refuses to leave. He looks at the small band of soldiers he's been fighting with, the men who have become his new brothers, and says he can't abandon them. He feels his place is here, defending the bridge. His duty is to his comrades. "Tell her that when you found me, I was here with the only brothers I have left," he tells Miller, asking him to pass the message to his mother. Faced with Ryan's refusal, Miller has to make another command decision. He can't force Ryan to leave. Instead, he and his squad decide to stay and help defend the bridge against an imminent German attack. It's a near-suicidal choice, but it's a choice they make together. They are no longer just saving Private Ryan. They are fighting alongside him. The final act of the film is the defense of Ramel. Miller takes command, using his experience to organize a desperate defense with the small group of paratroopers. They set up ambush points and sticky bombs, using every trick they know to hold off a much larger German force, which includes tanks. The battle is ferocious and brutal. One by one, Miller's men fall. The sniper Jackson is killed by a tank shell. Mellish is engaged in a horrifying hand-to-hand struggle with a German soldier and is slowly killed, while the terrified Upham hides on the stairs, unable to intervene. Horvath is mortally wounded, but keeps fighting until his last breath. Captain Miller, in a desperate attempt to blow the bridge himself, is shot and mortally wounded. As he lies bleeding out, he sees a German Tiger tank rolling onto the bridge. He weakly fires his pistol at it, a final act of defiance. And then, a miracle. An American P-51 Mustang fighter plane roars overhead, destroying the tank, followed by more planes and advancing American ground forces. The battle is won, but at an almost unimaginable cost. In the aftermath, Ryan finds Captain Miller. With his dying breath, Miller looks at Ryan and whispers his final words. James ... Earn this. Earn it. As Ryan looks down at the dying captain, the scene dissolves, and we are back in the present day, at the cemetery. The old man is James Ryan. He stands before Captain Miller's grave, his family with him. He turns to his wife and tearfully asks, "Tell me I've lived a good life. Tell me I'm a good man." He needed to know that he had earned the sacrifice that Miller and his squad made for him. His wife assures him that he has. As the film closes with a final shot of the American flag waving in the breeze, we are left to ponder the immense weight of that sacrifice. Saving Private Ryan isn't just a story about finding one man. It's a powerful and unforgettable statement about the cost of war, the nature of courage duty, and the incredible sacrifices made by an entire generation so that others could live a good life. Thanks for watching. If you found this summary moving, be sure to like and subscribe for more deep dives into cinematic masterpieces. See you next time.